Sonny, Joey, 500. Got some goats in the building.
Get ready for a shakedown.
Prepare for a shakedown. We from Philly where they clap like huddles when they break down. Get ready for a shakedown. We underdogs, my guy. Kinda used to all the hate now. Prepare for it, man. Y'all get it. My QB got swag. My wideout is award winning. These fly Eagles fly. Joey and 500. Like and subscribe. Yeah. Here's a quote you can sing back. Shake squad up and don't be a dingbat. It's a shakedown.
Don't you frown.
Here
comes the shakedown.
Let's go.
Yo, everybody doing? King Dingbat here, and welcome to another Philly Shakedown. This is a post game of the Eagles destroying the Detroit Lions today. Joey, my man, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm feeling good right now. I'm feeling really good.
I was feeling really good until Dallas just won.
Yeah.
Now I don't feel as good, because this was a game you think they were going to lose. But Minnesota, I mean, Minnesota kept them in the game when they needed to get pounced on them early.
Right.
So you got to give Dallas a lot of credit, really, for hanging in there.
Definitely.
What's going on, everybody? I see Christians here, Marion. I see a lot of Cowboy fans in here, of course. Just call me Flair. Trump 2020 is here. Brandon, Turntable Teddy, Adam Scott, Eagles Land. What's going on, everybody? So, in our game today, Joe, what are your immediate thoughts on what you saw?
I saw a balanced team today on the offensive side, and using Jordan Howard, using Boston Scott. I mean, using everything around you. I mean, obviously we had 40 runs today. I mean, this was the most in a long time. Defensively, I thought we blitzed a lot. We moved guys around. I like the pairing of the linebackers and who do we have? TJ Edwards was the star of the show. Sorry,
yeah.
It's been a long day. TJ
Yeah.
Edwards and it did such a good job today. Defensive line 5 sacks for the day, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. I mean, all around, like we didn't think we were going to win this game at all, but I guess all of that plant, flower, fertilizer talk, I guess, really did something to this team this week, and we pushed Detroit around all day. We pushed them around.
I think that what we saw. Okay, because here's the thing. We know they beat the Detroit Lions. In my chat, and I'm sure you were getting this in your stream, it's like, how are you celebrating them beating the Detroit Lions? They're trash. How could you be happy? Well, what are we supposed to be? Sad? We're supposed to be sad that they're winning? They're supposed to win. To me, even the fact that they won is great. But the thing to me that was bigger, and the thing that I take out of this game more than anything, is the fact that they changed their offense. They changed their defense. They did what the fans were saying since the season started. We could be coaching. The fans could have been coaching this team. And if they would have played like that in San Francisco and against Kansas City, they could have won maybe 1 or 2 more games, in my opinion. I love that they ran the ball. I love that they ran the way that they ran the ball. But I also love that on defense, they blitzed. They were blitzing and bringing linebackers. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think that, to me, what's so exciting about today's win is that if they continue to play this way, now I don't know that they will, but if they do, I think you can evaluate Jalen Hurts accurately in this situation,
Yeah, I think when it comes down to it, it's like I understand, like, Devontae Smith had maybe a catch. Quez Watkins had a catch today, so there really wasn't much there. Like, even on that one, Devontae Smith going across the field to the right side, I think he was open. The timing is just not right on these deep passes yet when he's rolling out to his right, or he has to kind of move around. But Jalen Hurts scrambled. Oh, my God. I did not see that today.
I forgot about that. I just bothering the crap out of me in my hat.
I did not see that
Look
today.
at this. I'm Denzel Washington with a bad haircut.
Oh, my God.
I did that a half hour before the game. Bing, bang, bang, boom. We got a mohawk.
You missed a
Hell
couple
yeah.
spots, but it's all right though. It's all right.
It's got to go. But yes.
Yeah, no, I think what I really like so much is they were using Boston Scott a lot at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
And then, like, I was like, are they really? Maybe they're just bringing Jordan Howard up and they're not going to use him. But man, like when I wanted to use him, they used him, and he is a bull. Really good.
He's effective, especially in short yardage situations. Like,
True.
doesn't it make you wonder? Like, what have you been doing? Like, why has this guy not been up? You know, it's unbelievable to me. Turntable Teddy, man, thank you for the super chat. He says, conspiracy theory. What if this is a game that Howie didn't influence the play calling, and this is how Sirianni really calls the game? I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think there's a lot of problems that come from Howie. I think that the whole team was desperate, though. I think that this was something that they had to do. You know what I mean?
How do you change this much, though, from like all the other games we played till this game? Like, how does it change that much? You know what I mean? Like, they really made a lot of changes on both sides of the ball.
A lot of changes. I would say that either we have a situation where the coach is willing to humble himself enough to actually do what he has to do. Maybe did he give some play calling up? I don't know. It's interesting, but whatever it was, man, Detroit was not ready for the Eagles to come out and run. They couldn't stop the run. And, I mean, Hurts only threw 13 passes, 14 passes the whole game. You know, he didn't have to be great. He didn't have to make any passes. You pretty much won it with that running game, you know?
And yet fans are still not happy about that.
No. Well, I mean, you know, I think that you got fans who don't believe in Hurts, and you got fans that do. Right. You know, but I can say this. In my opinion, if we're really going to truly evaluate him, it's this kind of style. This will give us the best opportunity, because if he continues to do this and things slow down and they tell him to be a game manager, I think that's how we got to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it. I definitely get it.
Liquid Dave for super chat. He said it's sad. Rush passes better than Hurts. He doesn't have a bad arm. You know what I mean? I'll give him that. Yeah. You know. Bird Gang 31. What's going on with you, buddy? How are you? Shout out to Bird Gang 31. Everyone, check him out. Well, we got 354 people in here already. Thank you so much for being here this late at night, guys. We appreciate it. I thought that it was I thought this was their best coaching job. And really, it tells you one thing. There's no excuse going forward, you know. They've got to be able to continually do this. Next week, we play the Chargers. Very good team, but I think they're the worst defense against the rush in the league. So there's opportunities there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, there definitely is. Yeah, I'm saying this, like we're going to see a difference now. Like the stage is set to where you could build around this now. And if they can go into this next game and can run the football and look effective, then, you know, we could start seeing a consistent team now. But I'm not going too far ahead of myself. You know, I mean, I don't want to hurt myself again, but, you know, I don't know where, you know, if you have the offense, you know, Jalen Hurts going through his progressions. He had the scramble when he had the scramble. I mean, he looked really good today. And obviously he wasn't holding, you know, even if he was in RPOs, he didn't have to hold the ball towards himself. You know, he gave it to the running back and he trusted the running back. They trusted the run today.
Yeah,
definitely.
They did. It was a beautiful thing to see. It really was. It was nice to sit back and actually not sweat this whole game out. You know, I really had a bad feeling going into this game, and last thing I expected was them to blow them out. That really shocked me today. Mike McIntyre says, shout out to Mike McIntyre from his girlfriend Jenny. Love you, Philly. Shout out to Mike McIntyre from his girlfriend Jenny. Absolutely, I agree. Shout out to him. But yeah, it was something. What did you think? One of the things I also liked early on was the way they were using Jalen Reagor. What were your thoughts on that?
Yeah, they were kind of using him on the motion a little bit and kind of giving him the ball, run and kind of already get him in his speed already, kind of running already, and kind of use that speed to his advantage, which was really good. And obviously having that touchdown as well. where he injured his ankle, unfortunately. So, I mean, even if Rager goes down, he's out for a couple weeks. It's not really a big deal because I know we could throw in Greg Ward. I know we can open up this offense more. I'm not saying we need Jalen Rager, but he played tough today. I think they used him in some good.
Did you hear how bad the ankle was? Is it supposed to be bad? Does anybody know?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Craig West says, King Dingbat, we need you on Rumble, my ninja. I'm working on it, baby. I'm working on it. I got to get to some of those sites where I can say what I want to say. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Yeah, it was an interesting game. It was really like, okay, really, we're going to do this now. If they would have did this in the Raiders game, they would have been a game. If they would have done it in the Kansas City game, it would have been a game. If they would have done this in the 49ers game, it would have been a game, you know? And I really, I mean, like, dude, like, I was surprised that Detroit, they stink. They stink. And
we thought we were bad. We thought we were bad.
I mean, they played everybody else tough. They played these teams tough, but they had no fight today, dude. I think they were all thinking about their bye week, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know?
I get it. Yeah.
Richie says, sorry to Detroit fans, especially the ones that wearing the bag that said not a god.
That was so funny. That was so funny.
You know what was great to see too is, did you notice that because of the way that they ran, especially in the first half, did you notice how well the play action worked going forward? They actually was holding up the defensive line. The defensive line actually would pause and hold up for just a second. That was creating time, you know. I thought it was a beautiful thing, you know.
Yeah, no, like well, you see the difference now because now they have to respect the run when you're doing that. So I mean, it worked, and you know there was some times he had a clean pocket, and I think Mulata had some issues today. Mulata had a little bit, you know, maybe on a couple plays he gave up some protection, but I think he was fine the rest of the game.
Right. Richard Henny, thank you for the super chat. There's been rumors that we may get Rodgers or Wilson next year. Would you do it? My thoughts are this. Let's say you get, and I'll go with Russell Wilson because he's younger. But let's say you get Russell Wilson right now. Okay? You're still 2 years away from winning a championship, in my opinion. Just because you had Russell Wilson does not make this team a Super Bowl contender. So by the time he's ready to go, what is he, 34, 35 years old? Mm-hmm. I mean, there are quarterbacks playing that old, but I don't know. I almost feel like I would skip that. What about you?
What would you say about like maybe Kirk Cousins because he's a free agent after this year? What would you say about Matt Ryan?
See, no. I look at Matt Ryan at Kirk Cousins. Here's how I see it. There's winning, then there's losing, then there's mediocrity. The mediocrity, that middle road where you're picking, let's say, from 12 to 25 every year, in that range, it's very hard to change your franchise because you're never good enough where you're winning the whole thing, but you're never bad enough where you're getting like legitimate franchise changing talent. So I see those guys as giving you 7 wins, 8 wins, 9 wins. I would almost rather be bad and get a franchise quarterback. And I know that sounds weird, but you know that's how I look at it. Like I almost look at it like mediocrity hell.
Yeah, and not to mention you get one of these bigger, you know, quarterbacks you have to trade for, or you know, you pick up. That's probably going to cost you a lot of money. Plus, if you're trading for one, it costs a lot of picks, and you know, you don't want to give up all that. You need to build this team from the ground up. I think defensively, I think offensively, we have some weapons here, and I think we can do better on defense. I think we could draft some guys, but you know, we don't want to give up too much draft capital. But I think you either stick with Hurts, or you just have a QB competition, or I think honestly they give Hurts a whole nother year, you know, with especially what happens with the front office and what moves they make.
I think it depends how he finishes the second half of the season. Like if they continue to do what they did today, and you run the ball, I think we're going to have a good opportunity to evaluate him, and I think he should improve at some point. And we should come away going, he deserves another year, you know. So we'll see. We have to let it play out. I mean, I love Russell Wilson. I love Aaron Rodgers. I just wonder. I mean, look, Brady does play in his 40s, so it's possible. It just seems hard to believe that you could get one of those two guys. I think you have a much better chance with Deshaun Watson.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. And I think they've been monitoring the situation. They came out more news today that it's up now. The news came out today before the game that it's fully for the GM for the Texans. It's, I guess, the owner is putting the whole Watson thing into his hands. So the trade deadline is Tuesday. There has been rumors that they're not going to do anything or move Watson at the moment. So probably won't happen until next offseason. Most
I think for any team, it's hard to give that much that much capital to a guy that you don't know where he's going to be. You're going to get him and he's on the exempt list right away. You don't want that,
Yeah.
Jeremiah Butler, thank you for super chat. He says, Mr. Teasel, Washington. That's what I am. Tell Joey about your bet. Yeah, I bet myself in a Raiders game that if the Eagles win, I would shave my beard. If the Eagles lose, I'd shave my head. So that's what led to this. And I figured I might as well make a mohawk for Halloween so I could scare some children. And that's what we did. So it was fun. They were all crying downstairs. Jonathan Cortez, thank you for super chat. He says, how about them Cowboys? How about them? Who are the Cowboys again? Do you mean that stinky franchise with the satanic star? Look, in all honesty, it's a big win for Dallas tonight because you did not have Dak Prescott, and I thought that Minnesota had a chance early. They should have jumped on you guys because that was what they need to do. They let you guys hang around, and you keep fighting. So, I mean, it's a good win for you. You should enjoy it. Now, Mark Holmes is going to be so annoying this week. I was hoping they would lose and he'd have a meltdown, and then I could record it and put it on my channel. Just kind of get him back,
Right.
Richard, hey, Dave for super chat. He says, if we run the ball the rest of the games like today, we can make a wild card. I mean, I guess technically you could, yeah. But I gotta see them do it. I'm glad that they won. I feel good about the win, but I really feel good how they changed their offense. Now, if they come out and play like this against the Chargers and somehow win, then I will change a lot of my expectations right now.
Yeah, one game is not going to cut it for me. It's going to take more than that. It's going to take consistency every single game. And I'm not saying they have to score over 40 points. They definitely don't have to do that, but they have to look consistent every game. Definitely.
Yeah. Shed time, Dave for super chat. He says Mark acting like a fool. He always act like a fool. But at least the Eagles won. I heard he got frustrated with my screen today because I wasn't melting down, so he shut me off. Well, you don't have nothing on me. Dustin, and I'm sorry if I'm missing these super chats. I'm really shocked that we have 441 people in here right now. You guys are awesome. These post games late people like these. They seem to work.
Yeah, everybody's up.
Yeah, everybody's up. I'm surprised. If you haven't, click the link in the description. Sub up to Joey Shakes, the true better half of the Philly Shakedown podcast, and give him a sub. He does a great job over there. And it's crazy. Eagles with their one-win Super Bowl. What is this? Did I get flooded with Cowboys or something?
That's what it looks
everything's a Cowboys thing. Cowboys stink. Even if the Cowboys win, they still stink. You know what I mean? Leonard Skinner's here. He said, wish you was a Cowboy fan. Well, I appreciate that, and I'm glad that you enjoy my channel. Keep watching, you know what I mean? But I'm not a Cowboy fan. I can't be, I can't be. What did you think of what did I want to say? What did you think of the whole defensive line? Josh Sweat, 2 sacks. Derek Barnett, I believe, 2 sacks, right? I think Williams had a sack. His first career sack. Jackson, didn't he have a sack too?
At the end, right at the end of the game, Ridgeway had a sack today.
It was Ridgeway, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they beat Goff into oblivion today.
Yeah, if they make Jared Goff go backwards by 1 foot, he was done. Because he has no mobility. He's like another Sam Bradford to me. As soon as you pressure him, he's done, and then he's very inaccurate. He's not consistent with the ball. But I don't know what the difference was. What they were doing. Obviously, the blitzes did help a lot, but they were getting back there like crazy.
They definitely brought some blitzes. I mean, they even blitzed Baby Arm Singleton, which actually I think is a good thing to do with him because he's fast. And he's not big, but he can, if he can hit that gap, he can even free up one of the other defensive linemen. And I just love seeing them blitz. Like I hate a reactionary defense. I like an aggressive defense,
Right. And we did that today. Definitely.
Yep. Fletcher Cox has no sacks. No, I don't think he does. You're right. Fab Folder 93 Day for Super Chat. He says, since 2016, Howie has drafted 15 players in round 1, 2, and 3. Only one of them was a Pro Bowl, which was Carson in 2012. 2012 on D, which was Fletcher Cox. Okay, so 2016 was Carson, then Fletcher Cox. Yeah, I mean, Howie does a horrible job. He's got to go. Nothing changes with that.
No, and then you look at Joe Banner. Joe Banner, he drafted 14 Pro Bowlers in 18 years. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah. Philly, who did you bet on for the Dallas game? I actually didn't bet that game. I was going to bet Dallas if they played, and then when they said Dak wasn't playing, I just didn't feel comfortable enough to bet Minnesota. I just had a weird feeling. So I didn't touch it. So I didn't bet tonight's game. Chad, thank you for super chat. He says, how do you feel about the linebackers in this game? Edwards and Taylor, a good dude. That's what you're talking about, Joey. Even Bradley looked good. I think those three are a good combo. No Eric Wilson. Thoughts?
I think they've been trying. I think they've been trying to figure out what's keeping 7 linebackers. I think they've been trying to find the combination that they do want at linebacker. And there's got to be somebody in there that's good. But Edwards today, though, when they used him in a good scheme, he was physical. He was just going downhill, and he was hitting people like crazy.
I thought he was their best chance to be a decent linebacker because he has a little more size than some of the other guys.
Mm-hmm.
But Davian Taylor has raw skill and ability. I think that's evident. I think TJ needs to play more. I still think you need another linebacker down the road, though. But today was a great combination, though.
Yeah. No, it was great.
Troy Singleton says, "I can't wait to see how the Cowgirls self-implode. It'll happen. Don't worry.
It's a matter of time. It's still an early season, guys. It's still an early season.
We're half season, right? Is it halfway now?
Not yet.
No.
Close.
Well, what are we? We're 3 and 8 games. Oh yeah, it's not 16 games anymore.
Right.
Patriots 1776. Thank you for the super chat, my man. He says, I look forward to the 3 first-round picks, 2 in the top 10, and much more cap space next year. We have the potential to turn it around quickly. Very quickly, right? And I see Richie MC, shout out to you too, at Patriots 1776. Thank you for the super chat. But they're kind of talking about draft picks. We'll jump into this real quick because we had Miami lose again, so they're now 1-7.
Mm-hmm.
We have the second pick overall with them. Now, here's the problem with Miami. Miami plays Houston this week. Houston is also horrible.
Bad team, yeah.
So I expect Miami to win that game. Then you have the Colts. And sometimes, Carson Wentz can look so good. And then he does the most boneheaded things I've ever seen. Now, you see that? They go to throw a tight end screen. He don't pull the trigger because he's not open. And the problem is he's back in the end zone. He has no outlet. He's stuck. He needed to throw that at least at the feet of the tight end. And then he just throws it up so he doesn't get a safety, and the guy picks it off and runs it in. Then he goes back down the field and scores to tie it up. And then he throws the interception in overtime.
He tries to extend the plays and be the hero. He tries to, if he doesn't have it, he tries to do as much as he possibly can to get a target. And that stupid throw. And he's done that multiple times this season with those little tosses. He's done that. It's just a stupid, boneheaded move. But I was kind of nervous with that Bills-Miami game because it was tied like 3-3. I was like, wait, what? It was tied 3-3 at one point. I was like, they better lose this game. So, right. I mean, who knows? I mean, they could lose against two really bad teams. So there could be a chance they lose. I don't know, but we'll see though.
I don't either. Jeremiah Butler, thank you for super chat. He says Fletch has 1 sack. People pay attention. Thank you for I wanted to say I thought he had at least a half, but I wasn't sure. Yeah,
he only had like a couple pressures today. I think one he got flagged. I think one guy got flagged for holding. He almost got to the quarterback a couple times today, but he just wasn't there.
Yeah. Joshua says, isn't it funny how Zach Ertz looks so much better without Jalen Hurts as his quarterback? Damn, Zach Ertz looked like he's legit tight end again. With Hurts, Zach Ertz looked washed. I don't know if that was Hurts' fault. I think he wanted out. I think going to Arizona, and going to a team at the time when he went was undefeated. I mean, I think it's rejuvenating, man.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I'll tell you this. Dallas Goedert was fantastic today.
Yeah.
He looked like a legit number one tight end today, I thought.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Even some of the plays they had some of these little trick plays. They had the one to get they snapped it to Gainwell and then gave it back to Hurts. Then Hurts threw it into Dallas Goedert. Goddard could beat out the whole defense. I mean, he gets behind the defense. His catching is fantastic, and he can get some yak yards too. So
yeah, he definitely can. Yeah. Philly 500, your favorite little fan has been sick the last couple. Oh no, Troy. Well, I hope he feels better. Shout out to you and your family, man. God bless. We'll definitely be praying. Hang in there. I hate hearing that, though. Hate hearing that. A lot of Cowboy fans in here. My God, man. Yep, scheme team knows. Goddard looked great. Goddard had 6 catches. Devontae Smith very quiet. Quez Watkins very quiet. Quez had the 1 catch before down low. He caught it like the 4 or 5 yard line. But they were quiet. What were your overall thoughts with Hurts today?
I mean, look, there wasn't many passes. 14 passes? Like, I think that where I'm going to get nervous in the future of this is going to be when we can't run the ball, or we try to run and it's not working. We have to pass, and that's where he's going to have to read the field and throw into short, windows, tight windows, and that's. I think the more you make Hurts throw, I think there's going to be some, mistakes in the process, which I really want him to get better in, but they still have to run the ball, balance out the offense. But it's really those short window throws where I feel like he has a clean pocket, and then I see Devontae Smith go across the field, and there's so much time, and he's just not. Devontae Smith can run, just throw it in front of him.
There's still time, man, and this is really like this is really like Coleman and Neal. This is like we're I'm not trying to pick on him. But I'm just saying, like, there are times where I still see that he has a lot of time, and for whatever reason, he does not throw the ball. And it looks like there are guys open. There were a couple times where he had running back coming out, and there was nobody 15 yards. But I also think that when you have coached him so poorly, and everything's so fast, it's hard. Now that you're running the ball, I expect him to start to settle down. I think you saw that a little bit late in the game when he was able to kind of be calm, go back, and then run and take off when something wasn't there. So I really have no problem with him overall. He only threw 14 passes. That's all you needed from him.
Yeah, against this team. Yeah. Like, let me ask you this real quick. When was there even a time this year when Hurts had a clean pocket and he threw a deep pass? I mean,
yeah, I think there are a few. I think there's some. Yeah, I think so. I think early on, especially, but I think with all the pressure and how they've been basically throwing him to the wolves, I think, that clock in your head, and it always happens with quarterback. When you get hit a lot and you get pressure and the game's fast, everything you're trying to do is very quick. So your whole timing, gets your whole clock in your head gets screwed up. And I think that's what happened to him. And I think today slowing things down was really important,
Yeah, no, I get it.
That's my opinion. I mean, we got to wait and see. I have no issues with Hurts. I really want to see him run this kind of offense because I think that's how we'll be able to evaluate him. Yeah. Joe, thank you for the super chat. He says Sirianni loves receivers but can't scheme them open. I mean, sometimes the receivers aren't open. Sometimes I think they are open, but today it didn't. It was okay.
Right.
Demetrius Matthews, man, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. Says, what's up, Philly? Micah Parsons and Randy Gregory are some beasts. How about them Cowboys? Oh yeah, Maury Cooper came up big for you guys at the end. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought that one big catch looked like offensive pass interference. It looked like he pushed off, but they didn't call it. And then he made another play. We know Micah Parsons is good.
Oh, a beast.
And Gregory, if he can stay healthy, But thank you so much for super chat and congratulations on your win. Jason Roseman, thank you for super chat. He says, just got out of the shower with Howie Roseman. I washed his back, and he told me he's trading for Miles Jack. Thoughts? 3rd and 5, he said. My thoughts are, why the hell are you taking a shower with Howie Roseman? Can't you find any better people to take a shower with? But Miles Jack, what are your thoughts on going after Miles Jack?
I mean, I don't mind it. A third and a fifth. I don't know. I mean, I like him. I've always liked him, even coming out of the draft. I think the problem with him coming out of the draft is I think he had, I don't know if it was knee issues or he came off an injury or something like that, but then really worked out. I mean, I think I think they should at least try, at least at the trade deadline, which we definitely have to talk about as well with some players, because there was some news that did come out before this game happened today. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I think if they at least try to sell a player, they should try to get something in return, whether it's a linebacker or somebody that, you know, if it's like a rebuilding team like the Jags, that kind of like Jack is just going to be a wasted talent. It'd probably be a few years before they even do anything in the, you know, and build a team that could, you know, get them far. So, you know, I'm fine with it. I mean, anything is possible.
Right. Hulk Mercenary says, we need Detroit to start winning now and Miami to keep losing so we can have the first pick via Miami. I know. It's true. Miami's playing like they're playing like they don't want to lose. You know what I mean? They gave Buffalo a handful today. Now they got Houston this week at home. I think they're going to win. I think they're going to win. So you're right. And then you got Detroit on a bye week. So let's hope. You know what I mean? Yeah. So what is the trade news that you heard today?
Well, obviously, I think we talked about it last stream about Andre Dillard, and there was obviously a couple teams that were interested in him. And then there was two more today. One was Eric Wilson wasn't activated for this game today, which was kind of weird. Now, there's two things that could have been, that's, you know, I don't know what it is, but they could have made room for another running back today, maybe moving up a running back. So he might be, Eric Wilson either is a healthy scratch or they're keeping him out of this game because they're trying to trade him. And then number two, Fletcher Cox. Apparently, there was a couple teams. You know, there was some rumors about a couple teams calling for Fletch, and I don't know any other news past that. I have no idea, but there has been some interest for Fletch. So I don't know what you're
Tennessee was one of them, I believe, right? And the Raiders, I think those were two teams I heard that could be interested in him. I mean, what do you? I would do it. I would do it. You know, Kyler's been a member for 7 months on Dingbat Nation. Thank you so much for your support, buddy. He says, "What is our best running back combo if everyone is healthy?" Before I answer that, I'm gonna say thank you. I didn't see it because it doesn't highlight in StreamYard for some reason, so I didn't see it. Just to let you know, so it wasn't on purpose, but. I think Miles Sanders, Jordan Howard, and Gainwell would be my combination. What about you, Joe?
No, I agree. Same guys. I don't know if they're actually going to use three guys. Are they going to split reps for three running backs? That's just the issue right now. So there was people complaining about, you know, Gainwell wasn't getting much today, except like right at the end when Minshew came in. So that was the only time Gainwell really had a lot of valuable time at the end of the game. So I agree with you on that, but I have a feeling if Miles Sanders is probably going to be out for another 2 weeks. I think it was 3 weeks, so another 2 weeks. And I'm hoping, you know, when Miles Sanders comes back, they keep Jordan Howard in this lineup. I mean, both of them are great pass protection, picking up blitzes, and even having both of them on the field at the same time. Get Miles in the passing game too, like they did in 2019. It was great.
I agree. Joseph Vega says, Philly 500 stinks because he never sees me in here. Dallas would be the first round exit like 10 years ago when they actually made the playoffs. I see you. I just choose to ignore you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You know I love you. I didn't see you earlier. I didn't. Let me see here. I hope Sirianni and Gannon stay with this style of play. I'm just scared that they will go back to their usual style. That's Ramon. That's why I'm not getting. That's why I'm wait and see. Now, if they go out and they play the way they played today, style wise, they're going to have a chance to beat the Chargers. I think it's possible.
Yeah,
Not saying it will happen.
No. Like, this is a big what if. Like, one game ain't going to cut it for
Right.
me. It's got to go a couple of games.
Now, Cowboy fans, Twitterville says, are going to start controversy with Cooper Rush over Dak. Well, that's what you have to do. That has to be how you fire back at Dallas. You have to say, well, maybe Dak Prescott's not that good. You can win without him. You don't need him. Cooper Rush over 300 yards passing. That'll get them flipped out and go crazy. But I want to say something. I noticed something for a while with Dallas fans. Not every Dallas fan, but some of them, some of the trolls. Here's what they do. When you're winning, right? Like we're winning today. They'll start typing, Eagles are going to go to the Super Bowl. Eagles are Super Bowl contenders. Eagles are going to make the playoffs. And then what they do is they run to Mark Holmes and they say, look at all these crazy Eagle fans commenting that they're going to win the Super Bowl, this, that. But it's not the Eagle fans. It's really the Dallas Cowboy fans doing it so that they can blame us for being delusional like them. That's a false flag. I caught a bunch of Cowboy fans doing that today. No lie. That's what they do.
Yeah.
So always watch out for when you see somebody says Eagles are winning Super Bowl. That could be a Cowboy.
Undercover.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at this mustache milk dud. You're a milk dud mustache. He says, look at Philly 500. Salty look. What am I mad about? I have not mad at all. Would I like to see Dallas lose? Sure. But I didn't say anything.
Do you think this is an important year for Dallas, as in they could lose Kellen Moore as for a head coaching job this year?
Yeah.
That's going to be big.
Look, they got a legitimate shot because if you look at them, Tampa Bay, Arizona, I believe the Rams. I mean, these teams are contenders, dude. There's no reason to think that they can't. What we have to hope is that their usual chokiness comes out in them.
Yeah, I agree.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Let's see. If the Cowboys are Super Bowl contenders, why are they excited for beating the 3-3 Vikings? Well, I'll be honest. Look, they beat them without Dak Prescott. That's pretty good because
big.
I didn't think they were going to win, but I can't knock them for being excited about that win. I can't.
Right.
I mean, geez, it's going to be interesting. We're going to pay more millions to be our offensive coach. Well, he won't be an offense. He's not going to go, from offensive coordinator Dallas to offensive coordinator Philly. He's going to have to be a coach.
Right.
He'll
be he'll probably be the number one free agent coach. Probably. That'll be on the market next year.
Yeah. Michael says, Philly, Micah Parsons is scary. He has the potential to be one of the best linebackers of all time. Is it to say a generational talent? I think it's a little too early to say that. All time.
But he's good, though.
Generational. But he's good.
Mm-hmm.
He was the best defensive player coming out of this draft. Me and Joey talked about that a lot.
Even Van Der Esch, too, out of Boise State, because I liked him a lot in that draft,
yeah.
too. And he's a tackling machine.
I remember Adrian from Bitter Birds. Shout out to Adrian, wherever he is, whoever he's talking to. But he was he loved Van Der Esch. You know what I mean? But I mean, look, the guy's good. There's no question about it. Reverend Bebop, my man, what's up? He says, what's up, guys? Dallas guy got a damn it gift at the end of that game. Are you talking about the push off? Because I thought it was offensive pass interference. Let's see here. Yeah, I guess Nick's flowers are starting to bloom. But here's the thing, Miss Bird Gang 31. It was good, but it was 1 week. I don't want them to go back to doing what they normally do. You know what I mean? They got to keep the ball,
Yeah, whatever that was, what was said. I don't know. It's just so weird how this team totally. And look, it's the Lions at the end of the day, but it's a satisfying win in our minds from these weeks of just how this team has been playing. But I'm just wondering how that they just if you're going to tell us we're going to score over 40 points in this game, I would have called you crazy.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Mustache Milk Dud says, you all E-Girl fans are the worst in the NFL. That bothers us. You all suck. You talk shit like you all have bragging rights. Delusional as always. Well, what qualifies a bragging right? Does Dallas have bragging rights for not doing anything for 30 years? I don't even know what I said. What did I just say was so bad?
Nothing.
Here's another one. Philly, you hate it. What did I just say? Did I just not say Dallas is legitimate contenders? I said that they won a great game and they should be happy. What do these people want? They're insane. They're insane. I think I've been very fair.
I think so.
I mean, I think Cowboy fans they want people to bend the knee. You know what I mean?
They're in the moment. They're in the moment.
Like it's like they want us to say, Cowboy fans are the greatest. We bow to you, and everything that ever has been that came out football is all Dallas, and we suck, and we just don't even deserve to be on the same field or in the same league. I don't know what you want me to say. You won a good game. I just said you deserve a lot of credit for it. I don't know. This is Mark Holmes propaganda. Tortyville says, I'm glad we won this week because Nick was probably going to transition from flowers blooming to children's stories of fables. Oh, man. I really thought that this was, if we would have lost today, Gannon was gone.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely crazy. Let me try to catch up to some of these because I'm flying out here. We have a lot more people. Frank Hammond, man, welcome to Dingbat Nation, buddy. Welcome to Dingbat Nation. Thank you so much for joining. Proud to have you, my man. Thank you for the support. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It was a crazy day because I was legitimately shocked at what I was seeing. Like they really didn't. They really just stuck with the run, and it worked. You know?
Yeah.
You know, one thing I was hoping to see, though, in the second half, I did want to see the play action bomb down the field to Devontae Smith or Quez Watkins, you know, something like that. We didn't have to do it.
We still can't get that done. And we just have a problem. I don't know if it's the scheme or if it's, you know, like someone said, it was scheming these wide receivers in the right way, or Hurts just can't make the throw, or maybe there is a window that he can throw, but we're not seeing it. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, it wasn't needed today, but it was crazy. It was a great game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. We got a new member. All right, Patriot 1776. Shout out to you, my man. Thank you so much, and welcome to Dingbat Nation, my man. Appreciate that. Reverend Bebop, man, thank you for super chat. He says, "Hey Joey, I finally was able to resubscribe to Army with my new account. I had to copy some of your link and add join word at the end of Google. Not sure if you had issues getting members."
Yeah, I have no idea. This is probably the first. I think I remember you saying that last time. Well, I'm glad you were able to resubscribe, so I appreciate it. But yeah, it happens. I think it's just happened sometimes with YouTube. Just errors. Yeah,
and thank you for super chat, my man. Let's piss off some Cowboys. This is what I love to do. Like, I love to say certain things, like, you know, Mark Holmes, we're coming for your meat, so we're going to beat you. Or you better watch out, because it gets them all worried. It worked up. Pull up in the G35 says Vikings are trash. Cowboys haven't played anyone besides the Bucks. Clowns, and he's laughing at you. Now fire back, Cowboy fans.
The Chargers was a. I mean, obviously, you know, the refs were kind of in the way of that game, but.
Did Joey lose a bet or something? Why is it? No, it's not Joey. It's the background. I forgot to do the overlays because I was busy with Halloween. So I had no overlays. So I put up just the Eagles Lions. We could give them something else.
It's okay.
What are your thoughts on Jordan Howard? Like I think you talked about this, but I mean, do you think he should be the number 2 back? Would you feature him, or do you kind of just rotate him with Scott and Gainwell right now?
I mean, I like him. I would love him to be the number 2 punch, and then kind of maybe sprinkle Gainwell in there. Like, I like him being the number 2. I mean, Scott did a good job today as well. Like, you know, he's got that sneaky speed. You know what I mean? And he's really small, and he could get behind, you know, blockers. And I mean, if he catches that little bit of space, he can get, you know, big chunk yards. They're running him up the middle pretty good today, and they had him on the outside. So I would love to use, and I'm a big, I really like bruiser backs a lot, so I would really like to use Jordan Howard as the number 2 punch. That's why
I do too. I loved it. I mean, it was so nice, like when it was like we were at the 2-yard line and handing him the ball. And then, like, he kind of gets stopped, but he pushes forward, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I thought Jordan Howard looked really good, and I thought he ran really hard. And that's got to be something I'm going to go to a lot next week. Go ahead.
Once he gets to that second level, once he gets through the line to that second level, he gets contact plus another, like, 5 to 7, 8 yards. I mean, automatically. I mean, there was chances where we thought he got bottled up, but, man, he is tough. And everyone's saying he was washed. I mean, to me, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, he must not make it because he must be washed." He's not, because his free agency this past year, there was really no interest. He honestly almost contemplated retirement. And I know the guy could still play, and I still believe in him that he can still play. I know he loves playing here, so
yeah,
they got
he can play. He can definitely play. I thought he was great. It was interesting though. They really took a lot of Gainwell's carries I thought he was going to get away from him, though. They really went Boston Scott, and they really went Jordan Howard. I think that tells you that they don't, because a lot of people say that they like Gainwell, he's the feature back, not Miles. I don't believe that. I think today proved it.
What do you like?
Didn't feature him.
What do you like between all 3 running backs? What would you rather have as your 1, 2, and 3, or just 1 and 2?
If it was me, I would have here's my 3. First would be Miles Sanders. I still don't think they use Miles. I believe if Miles Sanders plays today, he has 180 yards. So I have Miles Sanders 1. Jordan Howard would be my 2 because I think you need that short yardage back. You need that bigger back. And then I would have Boston Scott and Gainwell kind of, and I probably would play 4, and I would have those guys kind of, in between, like, kind of rotate in as that Darren Sproles type guy. Right, and that's how I would do it, and I would let them even do punt returns. Yeah, I would, because Rager's hurt now. I don't want Quez Watkins doing it. I would let one of those 2 guys do it.
Right. No, I agree.
Can you guys run down stats on running backs, receiver catches, and yards gained, please? For today, you mean, or you mean for the whole year? Let me pull up.
Actually,
let me pull up. You got it.
I already kind of had this up today, so we want to know running backs.
Yeah, running backs, receivers. Tell us what they did.
So Boston Scott was 12 for 60 yards today. Kenneth Gainwell, 13 for 27. Jordan Howard, 12 for 57. Let me get to the wide receivers. JJ's the first one on the list. Devontae Smith, 1 reception for 15. Rager was 1 reception. Why is there no yards?
He has running yards. He
has running yards. So I don't know why it's not saying his rushing here. I don't know. There must be an error because I don't see his rushing. Quez Watkins, 2 receptions for 18. Yeah, Rager. There must be like something wrong.
Yeah, I think it'll be rushes.
Yeah. 21 yards.
Rushing?
Yes. This game, 21 yards. Yep.
And then you had what about the running backs? What did they have on the ground?
Running backs, Jordan Howard, 12 rushing attempts for 57 yards. Boston Scott, 12 rushing attempts for 60 yards.
24 rushes.
So it was split pretty evenly.
Yeah.
Almost. I mean, Kenneth Gainwell had 13. I mean, it was split pretty. You have 13 for Kenneth, 12 for Jordan Howard, and Boston Scott had 12. I mean, it was split pretty evenly.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That's pretty good. And then Hurts threw 14 passes for like 108 yards. But he didn't have to throw. He didn't really have to do it. There was no need to throw. You know what I mean?
No, not
I mean, like late third quarter, this game was over. Especially after it was already over, but then Slay gets that fumble recovery, runs it in for a touchdown. It was over. At that point, they were trying to burn the clock. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to figure out how many yards did what's his face get from the Lions. Swift.
I don't think Swift did much. I honestly, dude, all the Lions do was throw to Hawkinson and Swift. Hawkinson, Swift.
Yeah, and Marcus Epps was horrible today. That's one thing I could take away.
Yeah.
Epps was trash today.
What did you think of the kid from Arizona that we brought in? The corner, the defensive back.
Yeah, he
played okay.
He had the one pass breakup. I mean, he had him on an island, and he did. I mean, this might be a guy that we have to, for next year in some off-season competition. I look at him.
Yeah.
So
no, Goddard had 6 catches. Andrew. Love and Succeed says, I'm not going to hate, but there's something special about the Cowboys this year. It was like the Eagles in 2016, just being honest. That's fair. I mean, they're playing really good. I totally understand that. I'm not here to kill any Cowboys' hopes and dreams until the playoffs start. And then I'll try to do it.
Swift had 12 rushing attempts for 27 yards today, averaging 2.3.
Yeah. Reverend Bebop, thank you for super chat. He says, I know I'm late, but wait, did Philly shave his damn head? Well, matter of fact, Philly 500 did. But he went above and beyond that because that's what you get on this channel, above and beyond. So Philly 500 gave himself a mohawk. I totally destroyed my hair. I got patches all over the place. It's disgusting, but I did it because it's trick or treat. I had to scare the kids, and it's Halloween. When I'm done, I'll have to shave everything and clean it up. But yes, I honored my bet. My bet with myself that I made to go after myself.
Right.
But yeah, I did. Mina, what's up? Why did we wait so long to run the ball? Like, why? That's the crazy thing. If they did that week 2, we beat San Francisco. I think week 4 you could beat the Chiefs. And I think you could have played the Raiders a lot better. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely. Yeah,
it's crazy. It absolutely is crazy. So we're 51 minutes in. We'll go an hour. How about that, Joey? An hour.
I'm good.
Because it is late. I know it's 12:20 there. What did you do for Halloween, dude?
Just scaring people today. Giving out candy today. Was wearing my Michael Myers costume today. So it was fun. It was nice. Get a nice win today, and get the Halloween spirit out.
Yeah, he went like Michael Myers. I went like Denzel Washington, got a bad haircut. And it was fun. I walked around the kids. We walked around like where I live. I live in a development where like half the houses aren't even built yet. So there wasn't tons of houses, but there were enough. But man, everybody was out. Like everybody was trick-or-treating. I guess it was maybe because of last year, but it was fun. The kids liked it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
Who do you got on the World Series? I think Atlanta. I don't want Atlanta. It took playing to Deuce Staley for us to run. There's a lot of conspiracies going on with that. Did you hear this? Where the Eagles are only running the ball because Deuce Staley is on the other side, and they wanted to rub it in.
Give me a break.
Yeah. Oh, I got Nick Yak is here. You got the balls out your mouth, buddy, and you're back for some more double moonwalk in the ass. This guy's funny. He says, no, it's his ass that Philly's doing hand. How come you keep talking about my ass? Like, dude, you're thinking about my ass? You can't have it, dude. I'm taking. Sylvan says, if we have a balanced attack, we would be a lot better. Yeah, I think that showed today,
Yeah, definitely.
Listen, I don't even need them to run the ball as much as they did today. Just keep it enough where you keep the defense honest and they bite on those play actions. I'm telling you, man, I really thought, because I was saying in my stream, Joe, I was like, in the second half, they are going to unleash some bombs because they are setting everything up on these play actions, man. They really were.
Yeah, and it expands your playbook. Not even just that, but it's going to get guys open. You're gonna find your tight ends in Dallas Goedert, and you're gonna find. Obviously, we didn't really throw to Quez and Devontae Smith, which is kind of crazy, and still are able to run the ball efficiently. So, but these guys are getting a lot of attention on the field too, which opens up a lot more. So,
Tony says Nick Sirianni is the worst coach in the NFC East. That guy with the whistle in New York. He's pretty bad. I think he's a moron.
So Fletcher Cox is one tackle. That's it. One tackle. One solo tackle today.
Yeah. So, Jason, did your wife kill you when you cut your? No, she didn't. She didn't kill me. I mean, I'm the man. I run the show.
You're still alive right now. So.
Like, I make sure she didn't hear me. Okay, but otherwise, you're gonna see like a pan come flying and hit me in the face. No, I made a deal. Like, if I shaved it because she hates the beard, and I keep a goatee and trim it down, I could do it. So that was that. Let's see here. Sounds like here you go, Nick Yak talking about my ass again. What's up with that, dude? Come on now.
He's obsessed with it, bro.
My man don't like me for some reason. I don't know. It is what it is. Am I doing a new movie? Denzel? Yeah, I may be doing something in June in Atlantic City. I keep it that, you know. Oh, and so just started Sopranos this week because of U500. Awesome. Watch The Sopranos before. Don't watch The Saints of Newark until you watch the whole Sopranos. But I'm glad, man. You know. Tell me how do you like it so far? Man, the Cowboy fans are in full effect. Holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Sirianni worse than Chip Kelly. I'll give Sirianni this over Chip Kelly. There is no way in hell Chip Kelly would have changed his offense that dramatically. No. He would not have done it. Nick Sirianni did. I'm not calling him Nick Kotite all week. I said no Nick Kotite all week because of what he did.
Because Chip Kelly valued his scheme over talent, and that's
Nitro.
That's how it was.
Nitro. I think when you talk about Saints in Newark it was
horrible,
horrendous.
It was really bad.
It was horrendous, dude. I was so miserable. If that was not a Sopranos movie, then maybe it would have been okay. It would have been like it was horrible. The kid, I feel bad for the kid. I thought he was good. Where was Paulie Walnuts? And why is Silvio so much older than Tony? I thought it was horrible. Horrible. Yeah, but you need to do I would love to hear your review on it. Do one of your movie reviews on it. I want to hear it. Danny says 500 good win. Although it's the Lions, I hope the Eagles are still sellers at the trade deadline. I think you got to be sellers, man. Look, the win is a win. It's nothing like for me, Joe. I'm not excited that we beat the Lions. What I am happy about is that the coaches adjusted. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's true.
You know. D-Trade says Saints of Newark was trash. I thought it was trash. You know. Did you see it, Joe? You watch it?
I saw it. Yeah, I wasn't into it. I really wasn't.
What the hell is this? I think I'm not gonna go off on it because people might not have seen it yet. But don't get me started. Sylvan says I really like Quez Watkins. I think he should be our number one. Put Smith at number 2 and Rager at 3. I think Smith is the number 1. I think he's just got to play. And I think, to me, 1, 2, if they're both out there most of the time, I'm okay with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So but I love Quez Watkins though. But he only had 2 catches, right?
One catch. I think he had 1 catch.
Yeah. Rico says, get a linebacker. We might make the wild card. So what are your thoughts? Let's talk a little bit about the wild card because I've always assumed that this division you need to win the division in order to have a chance. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on making a wild card? I mean, do you think that this team could actually make the wild card?
It really all depends on if this game could carry over to other games. Like we can't see the total opposite. Like this was the first game, and like I said, it's against the Lions. We know they're 0-8 now. We get it, but both sides, offense and defense, they both produced, and this is the only game where both sides actually produced. There's really no other game, maybe besides the first game of the season, both sides produced pretty well, but
yeah. I'm sorry, but let me read this all-timer of all-timer super chats. And thank you, Skid Marks. Hey, 500, did you shave your McNugget too? And walking around like that is not hard? Try walking around with shorts like mine. Look closer at my pic. He says, look closer at his pick. Yeah. Oh, my God. That guy's hilarious. Let's see. The scene where they took the guy's teeth out with the tiger was brilliant. Oh, yeah. And Paulie's like, I'm worried about my but I got a new suit. It's like Paulie Walnuts out of everything. I got a new suit.
What does he
Like,
care about his suit?
I just think that, like, see, here's what I don't like about the show. Every trailer leading up made you think it was about Tony.
Right.
And then it really had nothing to do with him.
No, it was about Dickie Moltisanti.
It was about Dickie Moltisanti, and the other gangs there, which is fine, but say that's what it is,
Mm-hmm.
Don't make me think I'm watching, Tony. And I thought the Gandolfini kid was fantastic.
Yeah, he was good.
Reverend Bebop, man, thank you for the super chat. He says, Cowboy fans are way too hyped. Sure, they look good now, but post-trade deadline, football is where teams show their true colors. Let's not forget we have an extra game this year. Shout out to Reverend Bebop. I agree with you. Here's the thing, man. You could play great. We've seen teams play great in September, great in October, but it's what you do in December and January. That's when it matters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we'll see.
And staying healthy and everything else that comes with it. So
right. Now they got a big lead and they got a big win tonight because they didn't have Dak, and I think that's a big deal. And I think they're legitimately the best team in this division. I don't think it's close.
Oh no.
But we have to see how it goes. Sylvan Son of the Living God says, I hope the Dolphins lose every game. I do too. But I'm worried. They're playing Houston next week at home. I'm worried about that game.
They could get beat. It could happen.
Yeah. Well, they lost to Jacksonville, so it could happen. Let's see here. We got Nate. Eagles 34, Chargers 24. If the Eagles beat the Chargers, then I will say they can. If they could beat the Chargers, I'll say that they could win be a wild card team. I'll say it's possible. Yeah. I would think so. I mean, they're not that far out. There's a lot of teams fighting for it. But I have to see this more than 1 week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's got to be more. Yeah, it's got to be more than 1 week. If anyone's hyped off of it, I mean, yeah, it's nice. It's nice to see that like they really showed a game where we didn't think they were going to actually play this well. So, and we know that we're not the crappiest team out there right now. So.
Oh no, Greatness says Philly 500 cries himself to sleep because his team stinks. No, Philly 500 cries himself to sleep because I want eggnog and I'm on a diet. Mike Hunt, thank you for the super chat. He says the Eagles team is still trash. Well, thank you for spending money to tell us that. But the Cowboy fans, man, I do feel like Cowboy fans need to be knocked down a few pegs, though. Don't you feel like they're getting more arrogant and arrogant and arrogant?
Yeah, it's
I get the weirdest text from Mark Holmes. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Let's see here. Can the Eagles catch up to Cowboys? I think Hawk 2-5. I think it's hard. I mean, they're 3 games behind. Technically, it's not. It's like actually 3.5 games, right? Because they lost to them. I mean, I think it's too hard, to be honest with you. But it's not impossible. I mean, stranger things have happened. They do play Dallas one more time, but it doesn't look like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Let's see here. Tortyville, let's see what you guys say. Cowboys and Vikings both look like trash tonight, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, and Minnesota had Kirk Cousins. I think Jefferson went out. That hurt them. But I think that when the way the game started, I felt like Minnesota did not capitalize on enough stuff early on, and they let Dallas hang around.
Right.
That stuff always comes back on teams.
Yeah, that's true.
Chaos, I would love to play the Cowboys at NFC champion. Oh, wouldn't that be great? That's like my dream. Robert Gravino, man. Good night, buddy. He says, good night, Philly. Yeah, good night, my man.
Later, Rob.
Let's see here. S Double says, I swear these streams just have better energy when the Eagles win. I hope we beat on Dallas at the end of the season and have a great draft. Thank you for stream, Joey, and 500. Y'all rock. Thank you, buddy. It's always got that, it always feel good when it's like you won. You know, like I feel like, and you probably felt like, I feel like I can breathe tonight, and I'm not feeling cocky. I'm not feeling arrogant. I'm not feeling like everything has changed. I just feel like, oh man, they finally did what we know they should do, and maybe they'll use this going forward. That's all I'm thinking.
And not only did they not even just dismantle a team, they totally beat down a team today. I mean, in all phases. I mean, and everything went right and just perfect today that we wanted as fans since week 2 of the season. So, I mean,
Right.
this is something to definitely build upon. They just have to keep it going. So we're going to find out if they can keep this going, and it's going to make a huge difference if they can.
Yep, exactly. Mike Hunt Hurts, thank you for the super chat, my man. He says, I love the channel. Keep it up.
You fell for it.
I did? What is it? What Mike Hunt Hurts. Oh my God, yeah. Mike Hunt Hurts. I'm thinking, oh my God, you got me, dude. Love the Chucky. Thank you for super chat. You got me, dude. Mike Hunt Hurts wins the day. Oh man, he got me good. He got me on that one. I was like trying to figure. I'm thinking Mike Hunt Hurts. I'm thinking Jalen Hurts and Hunt, the running back, and like he's a fan.
Oh my God!
Happy Halloween. That was a good one. He got that by me. See, I got to be slower with these. I try to be slower with a Mike Hunter. Okay, I got it.
Oh my God!
It just has to end this way, right? Oh my God! Right, that went right over my head. I'm like, wait, what? Oh, and then when you say it, yeah.
I wasn't even looking. I just heard it. Oh my God!
Yeah, and now they're all gonna come. You know. Oh my God,
man.
that's hilarious. Man, you got me, bro. You the man. Hey, 500. How do you think Lurie was feeling after the game since they want to pass so much instead of run? I mean, I hope he was happy. You know what I mean? I hope he was happy. But who knows? You know what I mean?
If you're still nitpicking, if you're an owner or a GM and you're still nitpicking after this game, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, that's just like you absolutely destroyed this team today.
Yeah.
So
AJ says this could have been of us all season. I think so. I think you're right. That's what it's about. You know, Theon says 500 winner. I hope. Oh man, I hope so. I mean, that would be the most amazing thing ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, dude. You know. Let's see. If I want your kid over here, what you said, be like, Dad, what? Yeah. No, yeah, no. I don't think my kids heard. No. I try to make sure these late night ones that they're not near.
Hunting. We're going hunting.
Yeah, we're going hunting. Ow, it hurts. Oh, man. Yeah, it's cool. It's a great win.
Yeah.
It's not, you know, You'll read comments where Eagles are going to Eagles are going to play. Those are mostly Cowboy fans trolling, trying to start crap. I don't know what it means going forward, except for the fact that we know that there is an identity. Like that's what I took out of this game, Joe. I looked at today's game and I said, okay, this team found their identity. They found their identity. Run the ball, make sure Hurts, you know, manages the game, doesn't make mistakes. And play good defense. That's their identity. That should be their identity of this team.
Yeah. Yeah, and even before the season started, this was supposed to be a run-first team. So I'm trying to figure out, like, did so many players complain behind the scenes that Nick had to take this into his own hands and maybe tell Howie and be like, look, I gotta do this myself, and I gotta listen to the players. And I mean, who knows? I mean, I don't know. It could be that.
Yeah. Barry says, Phil, you think the Eagles will beat? I was afraid to read his last name. But, Phil, you think the Eagles will beat the Chargers? I don't know. I'm not even reading that last name. You might have got me if you lowercase the C. It might have snuck by me.
You might have stuck by that. It would have been fun.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we're up late. Philly the podcast. Shout out to Philly the podcast. You the man, Joe. Everybody go sub him up. Great channel. Definitely is worth watching. You know, like I said, I think they found their identity with running the ball, and I just hope that they continue to do this, because if they continue to do this, I think that it's going. We can actually evaluate Jalen Hurts. You know, I think this is how you do it.
No, definitely. And, you know, there's going to be situations where we're not going to be that successful with the run. There might be times where, you know, we're going to have trouble running the ball. So we're going to have to rely on Jalen Hurts to throw in the, you know, tight windows and, you know, and see what happens there.
Yep, I agree. So what do you got going on before we close channel-wise?
Going to have some videos out for tomorrow early morning, and that's pretty much it. I'm getting ready for this trade deadline. That's like what I'm eyeing right now, and obviously gonna watch that Tuesday. I don't know what the deadline is. Is it 4 p.m.?
I think it's 3 or 4, but I'm not sure.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, I got my cigar. My victory celebration video will be out late tonight. It's already late, but probably within the next hour. As soon as I finish this, I just have to upload it. So I got to upload it, finish the thumbnail, and then I'll be putting that up. So if you guys are up, it'll be up. Otherwise, it'll be there in the morning.
Right.
Moses Sampson, thank you so much for super chat. He says, "Have you watched the Quarterback School? He breaks down Jalen films. Incredible. I haven't, but I would be very interested in checking that out. Have you seen that?
I heard people talking about it. That's where they talk about Jalen Hurts' like his footwork and like how it's not helping his throwing and his passing and stuff like that. Like he's not being coached the right way from the Eagles coaching perspective. It pretty much goes into all that.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see. Where's the Great Nessa? He wants to say something. If I prepare to lose every game, you will bow down to the Cowboys. It will never happen. It will never happen.
We'll still be here.
We'll still be here. We will not bow down. And at the end of the day, you'll be sitting on the couch with us. You know what I mean?
It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah, it definitely is. All right, guys. Well, listen, we're going to let you go. Make sure you click the link in the description. Sub up my man, Joey. Look out for his videos tomorrow. We got a lot of stuff going on with the trade deadline. And then I will have a video out late tonight, probably within the next hour. My victory cigar celebration that we always do. But any final thoughts, Joe?
Hey, look, just enjoy the week, guys. Enjoy this win today. I mean, I know it's the Lions, but I mean, this is something to really build off of. And you know what? Let's see if I think what's going to be more exciting now is can Sirianni and this coaching staff, you know, take this over to the next game against the Chargers. And if it does, then there's something brewing. So we'll see.
Yeah, that's the key. That's the key. Can they continue to do what worked? This formula? Are they willing to adjust further? That's the thing. Yeah. We'll find out. With that said, guys, we're going to let you go. Thanks for joining us on this late post game, and happy Halloween to everybody. Enjoy your nights. And even you Cowboy fans, congratulations on your win. I know you guys it's going to your head, and that's okay. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. And of course, don't be a dingbat. And don't